Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for October 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. That is Monday through Thursday. Now, you know that I use my Radley Valentine decks. I'm going to use my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main reading. I'm going to use my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I'll pull one, and then I'll finish up with my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for the overview, we are going to do my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. I'll pull three as an overview for the week. Now, you know that I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Now, thank you all for being so patient with me. Grandchildren bring home little gifts. I had pink eye. I am able to wear makeup again, and I have a little bit of a in my throat, but everything is much, much better. And I thank you so much for your words of concern. I have been reading the comments, but I will be over the next couple of days responding to comments. It's just that I've been kind of tired, so I've been resting and taking care of myself. Good immune system and all the good stuff that you generally do when you're not feeling well. Anyway, couple of things as we go along with this weekend, and I just kind of want to give us a little bit of a catch up here. So we had a couple of planets, and I'm looking over here to the to my notes when I did the overview of Libra. So we had a bunch of planets that were going retro, but we now have planets that are direct. Now, Jupiter, which is in Aquarius, will go direct on October 18th. Jupiter is about gifting, enlargement, empowerment. Saturn, which is in Aquarius also, went direct on the 10th. Remember, that's when I talk about illusion versus reality. Seeing things in a deeper way, seeing the truth, the heart of the matter. Now, Neptune is still retro in Pisces, but Pluto in Capricorn went direct on the 7th. Now, Pluto in Capricorn's an earth energy. Pluto is about birth and death and rebirth. And Pluto in Capricorn has a really interesting energy. It is, where it has been for the United States, it hasn't been there, it's since 1775, and that was the time of our revolution. Now, it is entering that phase, and it will be really close to where that was in February of 2022. So remember, there is a lot more upheaval energy, energy that wants to really get to the heart of the matter, and just take that for what it is. But Saturn in Aquarius, and Saturn in Aquarius, Saturn will be in Aquarius for at least another year. It stays there until 2023, I think it is. I think it's January 2023. So again, there's going to be a lot of this, truth versus illusion versus reality. Okay, so we've got that going on. And then, of course, we have Mercury, which is in Libra. It is going direct also on the 18th. And we do have, anytime a planet goes direct or it gets ready to go retrograde, there is what we call a pre and a post shadow period. So it's kind of like the retrograde light. So even though it goes direct on the 18th, we will have a 2-week post shadow retrograde. So it's kind of like Mercury is, Mercury communication, hearing things. It's also about electronics. A lot of this has to do with our airwaves. It could have to do with our internet type of energies also. So we still have a couple of weeks with that as things try to get settled down or settle in or whatever they're going to be trying to do. So just remember this if things feel a little bit wonky. Okay, yeah, that's my word for that. Now, on the 20th, and I'm going back to the to that again, that Libra. On the 20th, we have that full moon. Okay, it's actually at 10:56 a.m. Eastern Time. And it is a full moon. It is in Aries. Aries is very much the fire sign. Aries is the god of war, Mars type of energy. So we have that full moon that's really pushing forward. Now remember, new moon to full moon, as it's getting bigger, it is the waxing moon. And, it's when we make our wishes, when we make our requests. Full moon to the new moon is when it's getting smaller. That's the waning moon. And that's when we let go of things. Right around the full moon, and I kind of like it like the day before, the day of, and the day after, though people can say 3 days before to 3 days after. That's when I say we release what's holding us back, relinquish what we don't need anymore, and request the good stuff. So it's release, relinquish, and request. I feel that this is going to be a very strong full moon. Like I said, it is in Aries. There is going to be a lot of this strength happening. So I do feel that it's going to be pushing the people, things, energies forward. Now, when I went and did the overview, I pulled out the Hierophant on this and the Queen of Rods or Queen of Wands. Now, the Hierophant is that traditional card. It is major arcana, so it's kind of global. It's kind of universal type of energy. And the Hierophant is also always about tradition. Now, I look at it as kind of like, oh, we don't like that card. I don't want to be traditional, but but it is about tradition. It's about government. It's about religious traditions also. Now, and it's also about, coming together with others of like mind. Now, the Queen of Wands, though, again, queens, the court cards all have an underlying energy. And what queen energy, the underlying energy, it is a water energy, emotional. It's very caring. It's very committed type of energy. But Wands is again fire energy, and this is now in Aries. So this is a very strong, passionate, burning, going. And the Queen of Wands is typically spreading your wings, following your heart, doing what it is. Now, so we have the Hierophant, which is traditional. We have the Queen of Wands, which I would say there's going to be a little bit of a rebellion type of energy going on around that full moon energy. So it could be that there's going to be, it's just basically we're not going to want the status quo as much. And we're going, so there, like I said, the Queen of Wands is a little bit rebellious against the status quo, and yet the Hierophant is the status quo. So take that as you will. Okay, so let me see. Do we have anything else that I wanted to get to you about? No, I did tell you that I would do an overview. So, and this is a really good time. This is a really good time for you to go over here, and for you to press the like, share, subscribe, comment buttons, and comment also. It helps to keep me on the air, so I thank you for that. Now, like I said, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. I don't know if I told you I am an intuitive channeler. I just, whatever is given to me, I will say. Remember, this is a general reading. Take what you like, leave the rest. Take only what resonates. Okay, let's go on, and this is with the Angel Tarot cards here. Let's see what we have for you. This is overview for the world, per se. Anything that is reversed has a little stronger energy. Nothing reversed with this, which is okay. Here we go. Move you out my way. King of Earth. Okay, so King's underlying energy is that air energy, the swords energy. And we have a lot of air energy going on right now. Our Libra, our Aquarius, we don't have a lot of Gemini energy unless it's in the nodes. But right now we do have, and those planets are now going direct. So the King of Earth, though, so underlying air, smart, thinking, making plans. Earth energy is our Capricorn. It is also our Taurus. It's also our Virgo, money energy. This is the ultimate professional. This is the one that knows how to handle money. This is the subject matter expert. This is all about the Midas touch. This is all about making money. Okay? So this is a generous, professional, responsible, practical energy. A successful time. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered. The Midas touch. So as these planets are going direct, and even if things are weird all around us, this is a week that there is opportunities for money, for career, for jobs. Okay, next card. The 10 of air. Oh, I love this. I love this. So 10's transitional, moving from one situation to another. 1, new beginning. 0, God, source, whoever that is to you, energy. Air energy is again what I said, sword energy. And this is moving on. Something is ending for something new to begin. There is transition stuff going on. I do kind of feel like, when I do feel that Pluto type of energy going on, that there is a new birthing, because remember, death and birth, that's what the Pluto energy has. That there is this birthing type of energy. Now, birthing is not always easy. So there is still some stressors to go through. It's not that we just wake up one day, but we could, and I would love that, where we say, oh yes, everything is wonderful, and, where we would like it to be. But it is still making those steps. It is taking those steps and walking through. Okay. The end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. Our last card here. 6 of air. Okay, so there is something changing for us. There is something changing. 6 is the number of man. It is what you make of it. It's the energies you put into it. And these two are all about moving on, making changes. Now, remember, air is, though, strategizing, thinking things through. It's being smart about something. It could be about hearing news also. So this is lovely. Considering what I just gave you for the planetary overview, this still, we are very resourceful and we are very resilient and we can still push through. Okay? So things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. So there is a lot of transitional energy. So we have a 106 energy here. Remember, when I tell you about the numbers, it's really for you to look these up, and there's ways to look them up. One is to look, to put them in your browser and put 106 angel numbers, hit enter and see what pops up, see what resonates for you. Sometimes the numbers are mirrored, so it could be a 601. So look that up also. And there are some things, people talk about gematria and such like that, which kind of confuses me a little bit, but there are ways of looking that up too. So, okay. So there's something going on, something, this the professional, the Midas touch, the money coming in. I like all of this. Things are transitioning. We are moving through whatever it is we have to move through. Their energies are pushing. We do have all those. We do have like six planets in the air signs right now, which are masculine signs. So there is this. I don't want to say stronger, but there is this more concerted effort again to push things through. And we have a lot of those planets going direct now. So let's catch a ride and let's make this happen. Okay, now we will start with the readings. Hello, my Aquariuses. How are you? Well, we have some up changes, don't we? Or we have some changes. Saturn and Jupiter back direct again. So that's really going to put some of the pressure. I don't know if it's going to put pressure on you or if it's going to take some of the pressure off. I do feel that there is going to be some revelations that you're going to kind of have like, oh my goodness, now that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, let's see what we have here for you, reversed. See what my Aquariuses have. Okay, first card. 3 of Michael. Okay, 3s have, power in it. Say something, do something 3 times. Trinity. It also has a lot of creativity here too. Michael is sword energy. It is air energy. It is your energy. It's also Libra and Gemini energy, thinking things through, hearing some news. Now this is that one, and I am really strongly getting that one with the heart, with the three swords in it. And the three swords, if you really look at that card, a lot of times, that's the one that people are like, oh, can we put that one away? We don't really need that one. The thing about three swords, the three swords and the heart, if you really think about it and look at it, these are older wounds. This is something that this has already been healing, but it hasn't been healing correctly because the swords are still in there. So even though no matter how many times you might say, oh, I've let this go, I've let this go, I've let this go, this full moon energy may be a good time for you to remove those swords and then truly let it heal. You'll still have scars, and let it go. Okay? And, sometimes, the thing is where, sometimes when, there's a object, if somebody gets hurt, there's an object still in, sometimes you cannot remove it, and you do have to learn to live with this. And, having swords in your heart may be a little bit scary to remove because it will create more problems to remove it. So you have to kind of take that into consideration. I know I'm going down that medical field or that medical viewpoint a little bit. So sometimes you do, and I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just kind of using that as an analogy. So sometimes you have to really think, do I need to remove that? But there's something that hasn't really been let go. So it could be that this comes into your life so that by it, because we're still in Mercury retrograde, and then we'll be in that shadow as it goes direct. So there's something there that might be coming back into your life that you really need to address, and then finally you can let it go. A past hope, a past dream, a past relationship, and relationships could be your work, your job, your career, could be a past job. Maybe you left feeling hurt by their energies. Maybe they untrue type of accusations against you, and then they're like, oh, no, no, no. It could be, personal, intimate, romantic, and again, it could be something to do with family, and family can be very hurtful. Okay, so it could be somehow, maybe it's trying to reconcile, but it's something that, again, I feel like there's a purging to it. It's like it's like it has to be released in order, and sometimes that means you have to go through a little bit more pain in order to do that, or somehow you just got to let this go. And I'm not quite sure how that works for you. The full moon is a wonderful time to do that, but then you really, when you give it out there, give it to the universe, you can't take it back. Okay? You really have to walk your talk. Okay. Release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. Okay. The star. So now we have a 3, 1, 7. So 1, 7, 1 or a 10, transition, one new beginning. 7 is the divine number. It has like a divine umbrella over us. It's like being watched over. This is Archangel Jophiel. This is a wonderful card to have, especially with this full moon energy. So this is like, the release and the relinquishing, and this is the requesting. This is putting this out there. This has been the anchor. This has been stopping you. And this could also be something that has been really playing on your self-confidence. So, kind of like saying, well, I really wanted to do this. I tried doing this. It never really worked for me. Well, you know what? Try again. Try again. And the other thing, too, is that, if you don't try, the answer is always a no. If you try, it could be a no, but it could also be a yes. But the star is making your wish, is putting out your requests. It's your dreams coming true. So, but part of this happening means that you have to let go of the negativity or whatever it is that you think you're not. Maybe you think that you don't deserve it. Maybe maybe you don't. Maybe you think that you don't have the qualifications. Okay, we're the worst. We're the biggest judges of ourselves. Okay, so stop judging yourself so harshly. A dream come true. Believe in yourself. The end of a difficult situation. Your last card here, decision, decision, decision. Now, this is a 15, so we talked about the 1 and the 5. I mean, the 1 and the 10. 5 is change energy. Now, this would also be, this is also the devil card in the traditional tarot. And this is being, do you free yourself? Do you do this? This goes really well with these two cards. This is like, are you going to stay with the devil because you're so afraid of what's out there? And, but this is all about, this is decision time. Now, this is Jophiel. This is Jophiel. So you have two Jophiels. I would definitely look this up. Look up Archangel Jophiel to learn. And I would ask him this week, him, her, what it is you need to do. But decision is about making a decision and also not letting fear rule you in your decision making. So again, okay, so we have the release again. Release yourself from that which holds you back, a need to detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So here you've got this wonderful star card that's surrounded by these cards telling you to release. Release what's holding you back. So what is that about, my Aquarians? Let me know, okay? Well, let's go on to John Holland. So it looks like there's going to be a lot of decision time. And again, too, we have Jupiter and we have Saturn going, Saturn is direct. What did I say, the 10th? So basically that'll be 8 days into that 14-day. And then, so you're probably going to hear about news more so. And, you'll probably hear something more this week, and you're just going to have to think about it. And Jupiter, though, that's going to be more, I would say probably you really need to make so whatever, okay, so new job, let's go do an example. New job is offered to you, you're thinking about it, you say yes, you probably wouldn't start for another 2 weeks anyway, but it's still going to be out there for you, okay? Okay. Let's go here. Material harvest. Now remember the numbers too. So we have a 3, 1, 7, 1, 5. Sometimes you want to go backwards with them. And now we have a 9. 9 has, you have everything you need to make your decision. You've got, let's wrap this up. Let's get this done. So whatever this is all about, it does feel like it's going to be something that's going to benefit you in the monetary way. Okay? So, but the thing about this, it's not only just material harvest, there's also the sun shining on you too. So there is a guide, a light to your way with this. So, kind of like this is one of those stepping stone moments for you. What are you going to do? Which way are you going to go? Are you going to stand still, which is still a decision, or are you or is there a direction? My thought is, especially since you got two Archangel Jophiels, reach out to higher power. Archangel Jophiel, ask for some clarity, ask for some direction. Okay? Okay. Let's see what crystal or energy for my Aquariuses could be helpful. Here we go. Reversed. Labradorite. I like Labradorite. Oh, shamanic journeying. That's really interesting for Aquarians because many of my Aquarians have had that type of energy. Brave, magical power, also a higher awareness. So, my Aquariuses, what you gonna do? Decision time. Okay. Now, remember, don't do this now. Don't wait. Please like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications, comment, let me know what's going on. Also, to my Aquariuses, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.